We're now joined by the commander of the U.S. Marshals Task Force, Robert Fernandez. Commander Fernandez, thanks for joining us this morning, and congratulations. This has been a round-the-clock manhunt ever since Tuesday night, right?
It's been a very active and busy over 48 hours for us.
So you track the suspect to Brooklyn, then he heads back down to the D.C. area?
Yes. Wednesday, we did our investigations and were able to determine at night that he was in the Brooklyn area. And them, along with their New York Police Department task force officers, went to the location, but he had just fled, so they barely missed him on Wednesday night.
And then yesterday, you track him down to College Park, Maryland. At that point, you basically have him surrounded and 20 vehicles ready to take him on.
We continued our investigations down here, and we were able to marry up the information that we were getting from both locations and determine that he was en route back to the D.C. area. We just had to figure out where he was heading. Once we figured out that he was in College Park at that hotel, we made a plan to figure out which hotel room he was in and then take him down. But things are always fluid when you're trying to find a human body and they're mobile. And before we could get to the hotel, 2 vehicles left, and he was in one of the vehicles.
Any idea where he was heading?
They both left the hotel, and they headed northbound on Route 1. We followed them for several miles, trying to identify which vehicle he was in. We had a good feeling he was in one of them, but we didn't want to take down the wrong one. And they did a wacky U-turn. We thought maybe they were aware that they were being tailed, because we weren't sure what was going to happen when we tried to take them down. You never know how a fugitive like this is going to react.
Amazingly, no shots fired, no one was hurt.
Yes, we continued following them into northeast D.C. until we reached the point where we knew we could tactically take them down safely. So we did a vehicle pin maneuver on both vehicles, and were able to stop them and arrest everybody with not a shot fired, nobody getting hurt, and very little damage to any vehicle.
Did he say anything when you encountered him?
No, everyone was just placed in custody. D.C. police were there immediately. Their crime scene search was there, and the homicide detectives were there. We turned everybody over to the D.C. Police Department.
And he was in a car with 2 other women, and there were 2 men in the car in front?
He was in the car. There was another man and 2 women in the car with him. There was 4 individuals, and there was 2 males driving the moving truck.
Are you and the marshals tracking any other accomplice right now?
Right now, no.
Commander Fernandez, thanks very much for your time this morning.
Thank you very much.
And Robin, we've just gotten a statement from the Savopoulos family. They say they're grateful to law enforcement for making this arrest, and they go on to say, while it does not abate our pain, we hope that it begins to restore a sense of calm and security to our neighborhood and to our city. We're blessed to live in a community comprised of close circles of friends who supported us and grieved with us.
And we are continuing to think of them and lift them up in prayer.